Trinidad and Tobago. My second year in Switzerland as a professional, I played with a player from Ghana. His name was Samuel Opokunti, one of the greatest players in African history, and certainly in Ghanaian history. And I never forget what he said to me. He was more like a mentor. He was African Player of the Year in 1980 or 1981, captain of Asante Kotoko, big player. Big player. And I play with some of the best. Big player. But he was in his declining years, past his prime, but he was a wonderful player still, and like a mentor to me. He used to be in my house, I used to be in his house. As a matter of fact, they used to call him Lord Zico in Africa. That's how good he was. I never forget this. You know, in Europe, you go on these long morning runs. The club, 6 miles, 7 miles, you go in the forest, uphill. I hated those things. One, it was freezing cold. And two, I never liked the long runs. Give me a million sprints, I doing that. I never liked the long runs. So I used to be intentionally late. I used to pay fines and all kind of things. No problem. But one time, because I was captain at the time, or co-captain, they fined me half my salary. Half my salary. I was never late again. That is one. And I never forget, when I used to come late to join the run, I never forgot the coach, the trainer was Ramondo Ponte. He said, "You're among the best paid players. You have no reason to be late. You're a foreigner, among the best paid among the team, and you're coming late all the time for these runs. 50% of your wages." I never forget that. I was shocked. So when I went to join the run, vexed with myself, vexed with everything, Sammy, who used to do those runs, never liked it, but he used to do those runs because he's a proper professional. I remember he turned to me and he said, "Everybody wants to get to heaven, but nobody wants to die." He was the first person I ever heard say that. Everybody loves to get to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, since I am here 5 years now, love to talk about Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore, on both sides of the political fence, UNC, PNM. Oh, Singapore, perfect, well, functioning, this, that. Look up Lee Kuan Yew and see how much he was hated by everybody. The most revered and reviled in equal measure was Lee Kuan Yew. But what he did, exactly what Kamla Persad Bissessar is doing. You don't want fines? Don't break the law. You want a functioning democracy? You want to bring back civility to Trinidad and Tobago? Stay within the law. You know what changes culture? What changes mindset? Legislation. Because we have to force people into a different way of thinking. The PNM, unbeknownst to you all, because it has been done in a very subliminal, a very incremental way, they have eroded the civility in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't have to tell you about Rowley. I ain't want to go back on Rowley, but you all saw Rowley's behavior. Talking about Kamla, talking about women, all of that. I don't have to tell you. So I don't really want to deal with that fella. I realize I ain't cursing that. It's a new year. I want to deal with that fella. I just want you all to know that when you want to build a functioning democracy, that where we were teetering on the brink, we were basically on the border with everything, our failing economy, everything under the PNM for 10 years. There are people getting richer, friends and financiers, the rest of us fighting just to make a living, the kind of hatred that you saw among our people. Kamla Persad Bissessar intends to fix that. How do you fix that? You have to be, in some respects, not draconian. She's not draconian. She's telling you, break the law, you pay heavier fines. She's telling you that you have to start behaving yourself as a people. You have to start producing in work as a people. And she called out the MPs, the senators, she called out everybody. She's not easy with everybody. This is not some selective thing. So when she says, Trinidad and Tobago has become a lawless dump under the PNM. She's completely correct. You are the biggest hypocrite. Anybody who can say otherwise, that we haven't become a lawless dump. Look at the people on the road. Any little thing happen is a serious fight. Knife pull, cutlass pull, for any little incident, any little disrespect. Because those things happen incrementally. Let me tell you something. You know what is the devil? The devil is not somebody snarling at you and thing. The devil is a level of mediocrity that Trinidad and Tobago has reached. We have become mediocre in everything. The PNM has allowed it. You know why? Mediocrity facilitates corruption. And that is what the PNM wanted for all 47 years of their governance. And they want to talk now? Listen to that woman. She had the best intentions for all of us. For us to get rid of that mindset that has become entrenched under the PNM, where mediocrity is okay, where we can behave uncivilly towards each other, where we could be average in what we do, all that is changing under Kamna Prasad Bisasa. You all just have to change your effort towards it. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Samuel Pakunti, love in the house all the time.